the 629 Competitor from Smith & Wesson's Performance Center. But before I blather on about the gun itself, let's head down to the shooting range for some fireworks. Hopefully you enjoy that little fireworks display. And before you ask, no, I did not shoot the tiles out of the ceiling. It was like that when I got there. Okay, back to the 629 Competitor. And I gotta say, I absolutely love the looks of this revolver. I mean, this just breaks that stereotype of what a revolver looks like, or what people think a revolver should look like. And, you know, a revolver doesn't need to look like a certain way, but unfortunately that stereotypical revolver look has crystallized itself in popular culture, and this really breaks that stereotype. I absolutely love it. It looks, to be honest, it looks more like a movie prop than anything else. Imagine if in RoboCop, imagine if Harry Callahan, Dirty Harry, imagine if he became RoboCop instead of Alex Murphy. This would probably be his gun. Alright, let's take a look at some of the features of this revolver. As you can see, it has a built-in optics rail, which is nice. You don't have to go and buy some third-party bolt-on rail, which oftentimes, let's face it, some of those things can look really ugly and ungainly. So it's nice to see one that's integrated onto the gun and actually looks like it belongs there. Now, there is one thing I don't like about this particular optics rail, and that's the fact that it's not a Picatinny and it's not a Weaver. It's like Smith & Wesson decided to create their own Smithatini rail or something, hoping it'll catch on. I mean, it works, sure, but a true spec Picatinny or, a more standard Weaver, something with more slots there would give you more versatility when mounting your scope rings and your scope. So, kind of a weird decision there by Smith. And it's made even weirder by the fact that the 357 Magnum version of this gun, the 686 Competitor, actually has a true Picatinny rail on it. So, not sure why the 629 Competitor continues on with the strange Smithatini. Anyway, moving on. If you're a fan of open sights, you're in for a treat here. The rear sight is actually an LPA Systems rear sight, which is a bit of an improvement over the Smith & Wesson standard. With the LPA system, you have these nice index lines for both windage and elevation, and you get this handy dandy little mini screwdriver tool, which is an exact fit for the adjustment screws. The front of the cylinder is chamfered as opposed to having just a squared off cut. This is a kind of a nice touch here because this makes it a little easier to insert the revolver into certain holsters. And yes, I know, this revolver does need a cleaning. Now, one feature of the gun you can't see with your eye, but you can feel with your finger, is the factory trigger job. Now, I'm not a gunsmith, so I'm not sure exactly what they do to improve the trigger, but it is something you can definitely feel over, let's say, the regular production plain Jane 629. The Competitor's trigger is simply smoother, it's lighter, and the single action trigger, okay, when you cock the hammer back and you put the revolver into single action mode, wow. That thing is probably, I'd say, 1 or 2 notches above a mouse click. Yes, it's really that light, crisp, and short. So when you put this gun into single action mode, you better be ready for business, because the revolver is at that point. And now for the 629 Competitor's main feature, the user adjustable barrel weight system. Alright, just a brief demonstration on the 629 competitor's barrel weight system, which is user adjustable. The gun comes with the little Allen key you need, and it comes with these 4 plastic or nylon spacers. Okay, so if you want to lighten the barrel, you will put the spacers, okay, in place of the steel weight. Now, to safety check it, we're empty. And yes, I know my revolver is dirty. Don't worry, it'll get some cleaning. Okay, so pretty simple. You can see right there where the Allen key goes. Okay, just take the bolt out. You can see the weights just slide on out. Okay, and then you can mix and match spacers and weights in any way you want to get the desired balance of the gun. Now, the one thing you do have to watch out for is this lead steel weight. This must always be used. This is the only one that is countersunk. Okay, watch. When I put the bolt in there, watch how the bolt head sinks in there. Okay, this is the cap. This must always be used at the at the top of the stack here. Okay, none of the other weights are countersunk. See that? None of the spacers are either. Okay, so just be aware of that. Be aware that there is one unique steel weight that's countersunk, and that's the one you must always use as the cap. And there you have it, my little overview of Smith & Wesson's 629 competitor from their Performance Center. One of my favorite revolvers of all time. This gun is just that awesome. In fact, it's so awesome I can easily overlook that really strange Smith-A-Tinny optic rail. Smith & Wesson, if you're listening, and more than likely you aren't, but in case you are, maybe you should consider converting that Smith-A-Tinny rail into a true Picatinny rail like you have on the 686 competitor. But again, despite the really weird Smith-A-Tinny rail, the 629 competitor is an awesome revolver. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Alright, just a small addendum to the video here. Just so you know, the 629 competitors do ship stock with the Hogue mono grip. Okay, the grip with the cutout in the back where the metal back strap would show through. These aren't bad. Okay, I have nothing against them. They actually have this nice little, they kind of emulate the old Coke bottle grip. See that? But anyway, I went ahead and upgraded to the Hogue Tamer, which also emulates the Coke bottle, but it has a covered back strap, and it has the nice squishy recoil absorbent gel insert right there, right where you need it. Okay, so I just wanted you to know that in case you went and bought a 629 competitor, okay, you won't be wondering, hey, wait a minute, how come I didn't get the Tamer grip? That's because it doesn't come with it. It comes with the mono grip. Again, not bad, but I just like the Hogue Tamers better. Alright, thank you for watching.